Hey, what's up guys? Thank you once again for listening today. Today's video will be called Rumble Rewind. And we're gonna be rewinding the Royal Rumble 2020. It was a pretty good show overall. Again, the 30-man Royal Rumble also included a 30 women Royal Rumble match in the card. Overall, I would say I like the men's Royal Rumble more than the women's, just because of the results. The first half, but okay, let's start off with some of the matches. It was Roman Reigns versus King Corbin, and we had Roman Reigns defeat King Corbin. It was a false count anywhere match. They literally went all over the arena, so they took the false count anywhere literal, which is, I like that. It was pretty cool. Had them bouncing around the ring. Then we had Bayley versus Lacey Evans for the women's championship, SmackDown Women's Championship. It was pretty nice. It's a match. Hopefully that rivalry comes to an end. I do like Lacey Evans. I'm getting used to her, but I feel like we need more women superstars. I would suggest bringing back a different rivalry or switching her for instead of Lacey Evans for a different rivalry person. But then after that we had The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match for the WWE Universal Championship. This match pretty painful. You could really hear the whips of the belt. I mean, man, they were pretty hardcore. Pretty nice, good, pretty overall match. Got the hint of it since he would always leave the Fiend while I was going to the ring. But Wyatt again came up and defeated Daniel Bryan. Clean feat, man. And then we had Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. This match was actually pretty good. The storyline leading up to it was really nice. Lynch, no matter her accolades, had not defeated Asuka. This is the last thing she had to do to really become the man like everybody calls her. And she calls herself. The final part of it was pretty cool. I like that the green mist came out when she kicked Asuka, and then Becky went for the win. Pretty nice. She retained her title. Most likely she'll retain it all the way, holding it until WrestleMania. So then we had the women's Royal Rumble. Pretty good match, honestly. Overall, I did not like the result. Of course, we know Charlotte Flair won. She last eliminated Shayna Baszler. I think they could have given it to Shayna, but I didn't think they would have given it to an NXT superstar, at least. I'm surprised they let them participate just to, fill up the spots for the 30 entrants, but I didn't think they would give it to an NXT superstar once I saw the last two competitors. But yeah, Flair wins it. Also throughout the match, Beth Phoenix, man, she suffered an injury, a laceration. Man, she kept on going. She was bleeding from the back of her head, taking falls here and there. I don't know why she didn't leave. I didn't think she was gonna win. Maybe she was. I thought that's why she was lasting so long, until a competitor came out, number 28, Santina Marella. Wow, that was pretty funny to see the Cobra again. So I think that's why she was out there for so long, just to get that spot done. But man, it was pretty cool. I would go back and see it if I were you guys. And then Also, we saw the return of Naomi. I saw the spots she had to do with crawling around the ring, trying to figure out how to get back into it. You know how Kofi Kingston does it for the men's Royal Rumble. Well, now we have Naomi, for the women's. Love the afro, love the jumpsuit, loved everything. Naomi, I'm a big fan of Naomi. Glad to see her back. And another one, the opposite of a return, Sasha. She was actually missing. I did not see her. Neither for the either match throughout the night. So heard she was still injured, maybe, possibly. I'll have to look more into her. And okay, so for the night, the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble, man. So we all knew enter number 1 was Brock Lesnar, which was kind of weird because he was the champion. But okay, maybe he wants to be Brock Lesnar or Brock 2 belts, I guess. But yeah, so he eliminated like 3 or 4 people. John Morrison came in number 3 or 4, I think, entrant. Got eliminated ASAP. So they just kept on feeding jobbers to Brock all throughout until like halfway through, literally 1/3 of the people were gone and Brock was still up in the ring. So finally Drew McIntyre came out, Ricochet came out, and surprisingly, man, Ricochet did a low blow to Brock, and then Drew McIntyre did a running Claymore and eliminated Brock Lesnar. Wow, y'all should have heard the pop of that elimination. Right after they eliminated, everybody in the arena started screaming, "Thank you, Drew." I was saying, "Thank you, Drew." Man, we were all relieved finally. At first, I did not want to see Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania, let alone last that long. He really did kill almost half of the competition, which was kind of snoozeville. So after they eliminated him, it started picking up. Braun Strowman started coming out. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. And then we had Seth Rollins come in last. It was a pretty good match overall. They had a whole bunch of eliminations. We had, of course, the most biggest pop of all the night, the return of Edge. Had been 9 years since he last stepped foot in as a performer to wrestle. It's been a while. It was great to see it pop. I mean, I hated Edge when I was younger, but that was the point of being a heel. So I get it now. It's glad to see old faces come back, and man, he was doing good. There was even a spot that when Randy Orton and him stood in the middle of the ring, they just looked at each other and man, rated RKO, versus DX, those 2006-7 era, that thing was badass. That rivalry. Hopefully we get to see it anytime soon. But yeah, the match went on. The last 3 were Edge, Reigns, and Drew. Did not think Drew was gonna get it, to be honest. I thought it was gonna be Reigns or maybe even Edge. But then Edge gets eliminated, second to last. So it's just Reigns and McIntyre. And honestly, I was already getting ready to see Reigns main event Mania again. They were talking about multi-winners, talking about who could win this again. And I was saying Reigns, because he's won it once, they'll give it to him again. And no, man. Pop! Reigns is eliminated. McIntyre is main eventing WrestleMania. Great finish, great night. Overall, it was a pretty cool Rumble. Recommend going back and seeing it, guys. So yeah, that was the Rumble Rewind for the Royal Rumble 2020. Thank you so much for listening, and comment any ideas or things you would like to see. Thank you.